Okay, so it's been a little while since I made one of these, but it's time for another unscripted, unplanned, unedited rant that I'm just coming out to do here on the internet because I feel like it. So I might as well get straight into the context of the title. Do not use Stunod Racing, the website, because the website itself is, it turns out that it is actually run by snowflakes who don't understand how civil arguments work. Yeah. So and it's so rich that I'm talking more about snowflakes. I've already made 2 videos on the channel, back to back, and I was gonna do a third one talking about on a live stream, but of course that didn't go to plan. But I made 2 videos back to back talking about 2 particular snowflakes, and now I'm talking about snowflakes from an entirely different realm. And what's rich is that these snowflakes, these aren't people who are running an upstart league or show no consideration for their friends. No, I'm talking about snowflakes who have ran a fully functioning website that has been running since 2007. So about 13, 14 years, this website has been around. That is insane. Like, since 2007. Yeah, it's so, to put it simple, this website's been around for a really long time. And it turns out that it's ran by a bunch of snowflakes. So to long story short, basically what happened is that I noticed that there was a showroom thread going on, so I left a comment saying, well, this is actually really nice work, except it's too bad that the Xfinity Series paint schemes don't look very good and are on the wrong bodies. And yeah, and this comment set off, it seemed like, the entire website. Like, not literally the whole website, but a lot of people were just coming at me saying, oh, you can't say that. Oh, the person that has made these paint schemes deserves much more thanks for what he gets for contributing so much to the community. It's like, these people, they come up to me saying that how wrong I am for bad-mouthing his paint schemes and talking about, basically they come to his defense like how he's contributed so much to this community over the past 3 years for the cost of absolutely nothing, and apparently, I'm a very unthankful person. I should be thankful that this guy who's making these paint schemes is making them. So, it's basically, I can't say anything wrong about their Lord and Savior, because this person who's made these paint schemes that I was commenting with, is someone who is a well-respected member of the community, and so in some communities, well-respected members cannot be criticized. Yeah, well-respected members, they become gods, basically. Like, you can't criticize them, is basically what these people are trying to get at, And the best part is that this isn't just applied to the regulars using the forum. No, this even applies to the staff members who have the power to yeet you from the website. And one of these staff members came up to me and was like, right, no, you cannot argue even civilly with these people anymore. And as a result, my IP address was banned. Yeah, you want to know the greatest thing about this? Yeah, it's the greatest thing is that my account, well, not only my account was banned, my IP address is banned, which means that I can't even use the website. I can look at the website. Well, I can't look at the website. I can look at one single page in the website that says, "Oh, your IP address is banned." Yeah. So basically, the staff member is like, "Well, if you're gonna have a civil argument with some guys on the internet, we will not only ban your account, we will ban your IP address, so you can't even use the website." So yeah. So it's not even like you're not allowed to say anything on the website. You're not allowed to say anything on the forums. You're not even allowed to use the website at all. Simple as that. You can't download anything. You can't upload anything. It's appalling because first of all, it wasn't even my intention to come in and cause some kind of like war, a civil war, I guess you could call it, because my intention was I thought that nobody was just gonna look at it really. Like I posted that comment. I was only expecting a response from the guy who was making the paint schemes himself. I wasn't expecting a response though from everyone. Even the staff members got involved. And this is exactly what happens when you have too much power. Just exactly what happens. This is what happens when you don't know what you're doing and yet you've been given this much power. You've given yet you've been given so much power to the point where you are allowed to yeet people off the platform if they don't do what you so please. It's so appalling because I don't feel like that I deserve this ban because first of all, it wasn't even my intention to start this whole thing up, and secondly, it wasn't my fault that so many people came at the paint scheme maker's defense and were like, "Oh, you can't say this and that." I was like, "Come on." So, and I wouldn't even say the argument got that heated. Like, I thought it was a pretty civil argument. I mean, sure, there were some people getting angry and stuff like, "Oh, you can't say that." It's like, it's the fact that they get angry just goes to show how easy it is to set people off. You don't even have to be edgy to set people off. You just have to say something that's even a little bit controversial, and someone will come at that and get mad. Or look at that and get mad. It's insane. Like, we live in an era where it's hard to even have an argument with somebody on the internet without them getting upset. And it's even worse when you have staff members with too much power allowed to straight up ban you from their service. And it's insane. And the worst part about this is that this is a website where creators can come in and upload their creations for others to download. This is a website that I have regularly used now for 2 years, since 2018 when I downloaded NR 2003 on my computer. I created a Stunod Racing account because at the time you couldn't download stuff from that website without creating an account. It was only, you had to make an account before you were actually allowed to download anything on the website. Only enough, with a recent occurrence, that changed, so now you no longer need an account to download stuff from the website. You can just go and download whatever you so please. And actually, this isn't the first time to recent memory that Stunod Racing got involved into some sort of, well, I say Stunod Racing, it wasn't really Stunod, well, it was Saucy's, okay, but only enough, recently, another well-respected member in the NR 2000 community, or NR 2003 community, by the name of Lefty, he uploaded a Pride Jimmy Johnson paint scheme, which looked really nice, by the way. But then one of the staff members of Stunod Racing said, "No, you can't upload this Pride paint scheme because that's to do with politics." And since Lefty just happens to be a well-respected member of the community and a well-known member of the community, you know, it was actually amazing how many people actually went against Stunod Racing at this. You know, people were shutting down their accounts, they were getting mad at Stunod Racing. It was only after a conversation that the staff member had with Lefty that paint scheme could be re-uploaded. Anyway, it was only after they had a conversation that the paint scheme could be uploaded, because it turns out that Pride Month, as it was a thing, or it was based on, you know, has nothing to do with politics. It's just equality, and I don't care about the Pride community. Like, you know, like, I respect the Pride community for what it is, but I don't really care for it. And even that, you know, it made me shake my head and was like, what? How does this get banned or get taken down? It was only, yeah, only if it was only after that Stunod Racing got themselves caught in fire, that Lefty was able to re-upload his paint scheme. And now you have me, and you know, there were people who were deactivating their account on Stunod Racing. I didn't, because I was still gonna use Stunod Racing for what it was, because I've downloaded a bunch of stuff from Stunod Racing over the 2 years that I've used the website. Some of the stuff that I've downloaded, or I should say a lot of the stuff that I've downloaded, has been used in my NRL leagues so far, and I continue to use some stuff that I downloaded from the website in the next NRL season, the ones coming up in, you know, the one that I'm talking about, by the way. Yeah, so it's just appalling. So now that being said, if I am going to continue to be able to download stuff from Stunod Racing, and at this point Stunod Racing is like the main hub for anything in 2003. I mean, there's also Sim Racing Design and Racing, but those two websites, I mean, there is some good stuff up for download, but there's stuff on Stunod Racing that doesn't get uploaded anywhere else. Although I hope that changes soon. Yeah, so otherwise, the only way that I'm going to be able to use Stunod Racing now is if I somehow change my IP address, which, I tried to change the VPN of my computer, but that didn't really work because it seems that I have a free VPN user. It's not NordVPN, it's another one. I tried to change the VPN, but apparently changing your VPN doesn't change your IP address, so I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to change my IP address now, so I can actually use the website without getting shut down. Go away. So yeah, so otherwise I'm going to just try to find a different website where I can download stuff that I'll need for the series and stuff, you know. I mean, there are a few good alternatives that I can use, but I don't know. I'm not too sure. Oh, go away. Doesn't just keep coming by, but so anyway, yeah. So that's my rant on Stunod Racing. And what's worse is that even back when the whole Pride paint scheme going on, that controversy was going, I complimented Stunod Racing for how good of a website it was and how you can download stuff, and some of it is actually really cool stuff. Yeah, I'll be taking those compliments back now. Stunod Racing is actually a pile of rubbish, which is run by staff members who are snowflakes and don't understand how civil arguments work. So, yeah, that's a rant for me today. Yeah, it's funny. Like I'm on the topic of snowflakes, you know, and now I get to talk about even more snowflakes. Is everyone in the NASCAR community a snowflake? I'm starting to think that the majority of people in the NASCAR community are just snowflakes and don't understand how criticism works. Or maybe I'm just one who just doesn't get offended by this stuff. I really don't know. Yeah. So, yeah, basically being a NASCAR fan can be hard sometimes because you have, well, on one end you have the idiots who don't know what they're talking about, and then you have the snowflakes who just don't know how to have a civil argument without getting offended. It's so appalling. Yeah. Anyway, I might try to get this video signal boosted to maybe bring some attention to this issue, and maybe I can even get reinstated. I don't know what the chances of that are happening, so I might also resort to trying to change my IP address somehow. And if any of those work, then fine. I'll just find some other website that so I can get all my necessities. With that being said, I'm just going in circles now. So this is a 12-minute long video. Yep, these videos usually go on for longer than I expect. So yeah, this has been a video. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I guess that's all there is to say. So I'll see you in whatever I actually make next.